Hi, friends. God will still use you. God will still use you regardless of all the rejection, humiliation, and slander you have endured. God is in the reinvention business of our lives. He takes the rejected, outcasts, and the downtrodden and gives them a makeover from the inside out. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. 1 Corinthians 1:27. The Samaritan woman left the well of water, emboldened and evangelized the very people she had avoided. The shame of her youth was gone, and yours will too. John 4:39. And many of the Samaritans of that city believed in him because of the word of the woman who testified that he told me all that I ever did. Jesus was to yet deal with another woman who was about to be stoned by a mob because she had been caught red-handed in the act of adultery. This woman had been condemned and brought before Jesus to test him. John 8, verse 6 to 11. So when they continued asking him, he raised himself up and said to them, He who is without sin among you, let him throw a stone at her first. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. Then those who heard it, being convicted by their conscience, they went out one by one, beginning with the oldest, even to the least. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. When Jesus had raised himself up and saw no one but the woman, he said to her, Woman, where are those accusers of yours? Has no one condemned you? She said, No one, Lord. And Jesus said to her, Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. For the charge of adultery to be valid, there has to be at least two participating parties. The male culprit in this act was obviously missing, and it was only the woman that carried the shame of being publicly slandered. Jesus challenged the mob and said, He who is without sin among you, let him throw a stone at her first, giving credence to the saying that they that live in glass houses must not throw stones at others. When the same stones are thrown right back at them, their houses will collapse in a heap of dust. Have you noticed that the loudest critics are usually the worst offenders in the sin they publicly oppose the most? The grace of God was also demonstrated when Rahab, the prostitute in Jericho, assisted the Israelite spies in conquering Jericho. Joshua chapter 2. In spite of Rahab's reputation as a prostitute, God still used her in facilitating the victory of his people, the Israelites, over Jericho. Her name was incorporated in the tribe of Judah, the very lineage of Christ the Messiah. Be blessed, my friends.